A 2009 Sportsman 237 fifth wheel just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, and nice clean little fifth wheel. I tell you, I'm going to show you the worst part of the trailer right now and just go ahead and get this out of the way. In one spot on the entire trailer, the sun baked the stickers just a little bit. Other than that, the entire thing is good to go. At worst, it would need just a quick, surface rinse with just even a wet rag, and this one's ready to hit the road. This is a little more compact, roughly 23-24 foot rear living room setup. You can see that the folks added a nice little cargo rack onto the back here to give them some extra cargo space. Those are really handy for bikes, coolers, anything like that, your camping chairs. This is an LE edition from the Sportsman family, which means you're going to see a couple things like a power awning where you'd normally see a manual. It's sort of like the LT instead of the LS if you think about it that way. And looks like it's been very well kept. I'm going to stand back here to give you folks a nice panoramic view, so to speak, of the living area. There you go. So this is your slide, and you notice it also incorporates this extra cabinet space here in the slide out that normally you would not gain. Rear sofas like this with a dinette slide were extremely common and still very popular. It's hard to find anyone that actually builds a floor plan like this brand new anymore. And little things I see, these folks actually use the little winterizing tabs on their refrigerator so that it wouldn't form mold and whatnot in here. So these were folks that had obviously owned a camper before and knew how to properly maintain it. Rear sofa will fold down into a sleeper. Now, something I spotted that I think is really, really cool is they did a small custom item here that is just genius. This used to just be a full hardtop, and you see that little seam right there. They built on that little piano hinge, and they added all this extra storage space where it used to just be a dead pocket. It's the simplest thing, and it really adds a lot of storage back here into your living room where you can really use it. Looking over at your slide, you get another big window. I mentioned this extra large cabinet, and what's cool is this cabinet space is like bonus space because it's in the slide and it's off of your floor plan. You can set yourself a TV up here. This is a good sized shelf. You could put a small, conventional TV, or you could put a pretty darn good sized flat screen over there, at least a 32-inch if you felt like it. Then again, if you're planning on camping, and you're looking to leave those fancy newfangled amenities behind, not a problem. Central air conditioning in this model, so it should stay pretty comfortable in pretty much any of the summertime months. The upstairs area here, similarly very clean. That shelf above the bed, one of the things I spotted there is dead center. There is an electrical outlet, so you can hook up a light, a fan, an alarm clock. Depending on length of hoses and things like that, you could probably hook up a breathing machine of some variety. The open space here in the bedroom is nice because you actually have room. A grown person can get dressed. A lot of times if you start looking through a fifth wheel, you find out you have to walk into the living room to get dressed, and hopefully the neighbors don't mind when you put on a show. I don't know, every campground's different. There are a few clothing optional resorts here in Michigan to my knowledge, so maybe that's where you plan on camping. And in that case, go change in the living room. I don't care. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to show you folks about a fifth wheel. But all in all, I mean, very clean, well kept. Like I said, you go over the outside one time with a wet rag and this thing's going to look fantastic. I did notice a little spot here, and this was very common with trailers even a couple years ago that were still using Armstrong linoleum. When it gets cold, it'll tend to curl, and you see how they tacked it down right there. They did a decent enough job of it, and that's a nice, cheap, easy fix that is not unsightly, that will really help arrest that problem and keep it from getting, curling any more. So give us a call, learn a little bit more about this one. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you. Happy camping.